I think what worked well for us is any problem you need to approach from many different angles. So you need different solutions. Different strokes for different folks. So that's sort of fun. We also had a very positive vision of environmentalism, so it was more about yes than about no. And we were very prolific, so we really brought really great green news from around the globe to people on a daily basis. And so we've done it every single day since early August of '04. And so I think that's what really made the difference, just push very hard. And at the same time, there was a lot more interest in the theme. And so we were able to build a great community of people interested in it. Clearly a million ideas, every aspect of our lives, whether it be food, architecture, energy, transportation, all of those have tremendous opportunities and stuff to change. The last administration really set us backward on most of those, and so the real opportunity here is just to move forwards. And so what's really nice is that in these debates it was very that about whether climate change was real or not. It was about how to deal with it and what we were going to do. So that's great. Now we've got an administration where it's one of their top agendas, and so I think it's great. There's real pent-up energy, with consumers, businesses, and all the various environmental groups. And so now I think we're going to be able to really go to town and actually really do some stuff that has been started, but really needs a lot of momentum. There's definitely a time element to this, and so hopefully we can move along a lot faster. Well, I think there are a lot of real no-brainer things. So a lot of it is just to do with energy, and we tend to be focused on building things, but there are things called negawatts, which is basically making not watts that you don't have to produce that you save. And so there's tremendous opportunity in energy savings. So I think that's one of the biggest ones to focus on. We should have a huge push in that. Things like buildings that are roughly half of our emissions, there's tremendous opportunity there to refurbish and to set the building codes such that we develop, all the new buildings are incredibly efficient. So I'd say that's a big one. Transportation, bike lanes and trains and fuel efficient cars, and just doing our best to minimize the amount of energy we need to use to get around. I think that's a big one. And then the whole food industry, reducing food miles, reducing pesticides and hormones, and really easing up on the meat itself. I think there's tremendous opportunity there. So there's really, everywhere you look, there's a ton of stuff to do. So one of the things I think is really compelling these days is actually looking at green power. So I'd encourage you you're the Yes readers to really consider this as one thing. Whether they're already doing it or whether they can influence others to go green. It's literally from 20% to over 55% of their emissions that can be reduced just from buying green power. It takes you 10 minutes online or via the phone. You can do it in almost every single state or buy wind credits. It's a super easy thing to do that has tremendous impact. It's a no-brainer. Do it.